Hey everybody, it's me, Steve Schnee, the CD Junkie. On this episode of CD Junkie, I'm going to give you some Christmas CD recommendations. Some of these titles you may have seen on my Real Gone Music video that I posted last week. Here's some great holiday recommendations that really, in my opinion, they embody the spirit of Christmas, the true feeling of Christmas. Let's get into the great Christmas music. This is Pericomo. It's just fantastic. It's 3 CDs containing all of his Christmas recordings. I think it's RCA Christmas recordings. This was originally released on Collector's Choice Music with a different cover. Then it was reissued on Real Gone Music with this cover. It's absolutely essential because Pericomo, he embodies that just wonderful feeling of Christmas, and I absolutely love it. Here is the next title. Speaking of great voices that embody the true nature, the true spirit of Christmas, here is Johnny Mathis. And this contains 5 Christmas albums on 3 CDs. He has a brand new one out that's also on Real Gone Music. You may want to check that out. That is not included here, but you get 5 classic Johnny Mathis holiday albums right there. See, he's pointing at them. The next artist, I have 2 CDs here that I want to talk about, is, of course, Bing Crosby. This here is a 2 CD version. This here is the complete Decca Christmas recordings and 2 CDs, jam-packed full. That's going to have the White Christmas that everybody's familiar with. And this one here, which this CD is called Bing Crosby's Christmas Classics, because this cover has been used for a couple different titles. But this one here actually has a couple bonus tracks over the other one, one of which is, of course, Do You Hear What I Hear, which is one of the most beautiful Christmas songs. His version is just stunning. Absolutely stunning. Let's talk about something that will bring about that childlike wonder in all of us. We're so familiar with it. That, of course, is Charlie Brown Christmas, Vince Guaraldi. There's actually quite a few different versions of this floating around. I love this one because you open there and you go, oh, it's just yellow. Oh, like magic. And this one has a couple bonus tracks on it. There's also this one here that you slide this out, and I think it might fold out into something. But this has a couple bonus tracks that are different from the other one. So, of course, I had to own that. And then there's the magic of Christmas that's contained in this box set. This is so jam-packed. This is 5 discs, 4 CDs, and then a Blu-ray audio. This contains the album plus tons of alternate takes, and it's stupendous and it's splendid. And that's another great Vince Guaraldi. But like I said, some of you may just be happy with the single disc versions, and I'm sure that you're going to easily be able to find that because it's one of the most popular Christmas titles out there. And then here is another popular Christmas title, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. This is the soundtrack to the TV show. The first half of it, actually, is the soundtrack to the TV show. The second half of it is like orchestral instrumentals of those songs and more. To go along with this one, what you might want to get is you might want to get Rudolph, Frosty, and Friends' favorite Christmas songs. And this features songs from the TV specials, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Frosty the Snowman, tracks from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and it's a great little compilation there. I wish there was more songs on there. Here is yet another Christmas favorite everybody should own. This is the Carpenters. This is actually the Japanese edition. You don't need to buy the Japanese edition to get this. But this is the Christmas Portrait album. It's their first Christmas album and still the best. And it is just stunning because the vocal arrangements, just everything about this album is just beautiful. From Karen's voice to the multi-layered harmonies. Again, the feeling of Christmas. That's really what it's all about. And then the Carpenters, A Christmas Portrait, is definitely brings that straight home. Carpenters, absolutely wonderful. This is an album that goes back to my childhood. Both my brother Mike and I, our parents would give us one copy of the album. We had to kind of share it. Usually, I think they just ended up with Mike, after, we both moved away. Chipmunk's Christmas. And this is absolutely wonderful. This actually has more tracks than the original album, just a few more, but it's that foil looking cover because the original albums that we had when we were kids had that foil cover to it, and it's really wonderful. But you can get it without the foil cover, but this stuff is so fun. Of course, the Chipmunk song, but then their version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer with the person that actually did the voice from the TV special. I think her name was Billy Richards. So that's another great Christmas release. Here is something that really reminds me of my dad. It's my dad's favorite singer. It's my dad's favorite Christmas album. And of course, when I play this, memories of my childhood and my parents come flooding back to me. That is A Jolly Christmas, Frank Sinatra. This is one of the remasters. This has been reissued several times as well. But this one has this nice foil cover too. I don't remember the original having a foil cover, but I really like this. There are different Frank Sinatra compilations that have all these songs and more. This one does have a bonus track. It's a Christmas Seals public service announcement. But that's a great, such wonderful, wonderful music. Now, this CD here is the Ray Conniff, the Complete Columbia Christmas recordings. Oh, my gosh. This actually contains 3 albums that my mom would play many, many, many times. I'll show you the covers of those right now. That's one of them. There's another one. And there's another one there. I'm sure a lot of you, your parents or you have one of those albums or maybe all 3 in your collection. But here is a 2 CD set that brings them all together. Really, really fantastic. I talked about these on that episode of Real Gone Music Christmas releases. All the Andy Williams Columbia Christmas recordings on a 2 CD set, and the Williams brothers. Stunning, amazing. That's Andy and his brothers. Incredible. Absolutely wonderful. Both of these need to be added to your collection. Absolutely classic. If you're listening to Christmas radio 24 hours a day, you're hearing a lot of the Andy Williams stuff. You're hardly ever hearing the Williams brothers, and that's just a travesty because it is so wonderful. Yeah, it's incredible. Here's one that everyone's going to know. It's the Nat King Cole, the Christmas Song album, and this has bonus tracks on it as well. And it's it sounds beautiful. It's wonderful. This is absolute classic. If all you know is the Christmas Song by Nat King Cole, you're going to love it. Wonderful voice, just spirit of Christmas. The feeling of Christmas on that is, it's absolutely wonderful. And then comes the new Christy Minstrels, the first Christy Minstrels album. It is a Schnee family classic. Everybody absolutely loves it in my family. Brings back just those wonderful warm feelings of the holidays, and sometimes in really bad times we really, really, really need to get in touch with those happier memories, and this is something that does it for us. The first half of the CD is that album that we listen to year after year after year numerous times, and it's absolutely wonderful. And then the second album here is more of a traditional Christmas album with more traditional songs, like Christmas classics and stuff. But the first album is more kind of like folky tunes because of course the new Christy Minstrels was a folk band. But it's really wonderful. You need it. And of course the final thing I'm going to talk about, everybody knows this is my favorite Christmas album because I tell everybody. In fact, in the middle of summer, I just walk down the street, I just wave at people, I go, the Glenn Campbell Christmas album is my favorite Christmas album. Everybody knows it. And this right here, this contains that full album plus bonus tracks. Anyway, that's it. I really appreciate you hanging out while I talk Christmas music. I love it. It's holiday season. Just a warm, bubbly feeling inside. I hope that you feel that too. I hope you have a great and wonderful holiday season. Merry Christmas to one and all. Thank you very much for watching this video. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, to ring that bell for future notifications. And until the next time, remember me. I'm Steve Schnee, the CD Junkie.